Hello and welcome to Talking on the Couch, where we basically go through things that have annoyed us this week and random things around the world. Basically, we talk rubbish for a couple of weeks. So if you want to sponsor us and give us lots of money for talking absolute crap and we'll just say about your random product, then by all means, get in touch.
Is
Same
it
as
is it
viewers and
talking on the
listeners.
couch or chatting on the couch?
It's Talking on the Couch.
You
So,
sure?
yep, viewers and listeners, I encourage you to get in touch with your stories and experiences. Any random things that you want to tell us, send us an email to prospecttc@outlook.com, or you can DM us on any of our social media groups, which are currently in the stream chat. So we've got the Discord, the Facebook, the Instagram,
The
the
Facebook.
Twitch, yeah, the Facebook, uh, Twitter, and YouTube. So you can DM us on any of those, or Blue Sky, but Sporker never seems to actually use it, even though Sporker is the one that manages that one single page.
But like
Let's have a
nobody's
look.
on it. Nobody's on it.
That's because you haven't done anything with it.
There's about 12 users on it.
There's lots of people on Blue Sky.
There's only about 12. I counted them yesterday.
Well, what, 9 of them follow us, do they?
Yep.
Your last post was 6 days ago.
My last post was 2 seconds ago.
Jesus, 6 days ago, and then 18 days ago before that.
Two seconds
You've
ago.
got one job, Sporker.
2 seconds ago I posted.
Let's see what you've actually posted. Oh, you've actually posted a link to the stream, which I'll have to take down at the end of this.
Why?
Because it won't direct them to a live stream, it'll just direct them to a random page. You dick.
It's a bit shit.
Well, I think it'll direct them to our Twitch page, which is all of our.
Yeah, I think
old
it does.
live
It comes up to it goes to the live stream that you can replay it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think it does.
So
Not this live stream, it goes through to all of our videos that are on Twitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's let's continue with let's get going with what's been an unjustified annoyance, or as Booker always points out, justified annoyance, even though it's me that pointed out. But yeah, justified annoyance, as Booker renamed it, and I always call it unjustified annoyance because that's what's written in my notes.
Yep.
Yeah. So what's it called again, Booker?
Justified annoyance.
So what's been annoying you this week?
Everything.
So, oh God, I've just thought I haven't actually explained what justified annoyance is. It's basically things that just annoy us, things that happen on a day-to-day basis that we see or hear or think in our heads, and then it just annoys us. So we decided to put it on a podcast. So, what's been annoying you this week then, Spooker?
Nothing has actually really annoyed me this week as such.
Apart from me.
It's just more of the same thing. Like, they're actually just stupid. Like, everybody is stupid. This is why I prefer dogs.
Yeah. Everyone knows that like animals are better than humans, but yeah, go on, carry on.
I can see why John Wick had the reaction he did.
Was that which one was that? Was that number 2 where they kill his dog?
No, the first one. They killed his puppy.
They killed his dog in the first one.
That's what sent him over the edge in the first. That's what ended up sending him over the edge in the first place.
Oh yeah, because he said it's not.
It was the Russian mob boss's son.
It's not what you've done; it's who you did it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. The first one.
Yeah, I know which one you're on about.
Yeah, I can understand his reaction.
So what is it that actually annoys you apart from humanity? Because that's a very broad subject. You're going to need to narrow it down into humanity here.
Okay. I was taking my walk the other day.
And a tree fell on you.
No, that was a different thing. There was a lot of things happened when I was on my walks this week. There was a guy on the seafront promenade that I walk along mostly. I let the dog off the lead on the seafront because like he just likes running around. And he started barking at this guy, and this guy started shouting back at him. I was like, why are you having an argument with a dog?
Why would you shout back at a dog?
I don't know. The dog was barking at him. He was shouting at the dog, and the more he shouted at the dog, the more the dog barked at him.
Well, the dog will react thinking it great, playtime.
Yeah, exactly.
He's trying to have a chat.
So it's like, my dog is pretty good at like recall and stuff, so I just whistled and he just ran off and came back to me. But the guy was
Yeah.
still shouting after the dog, "Put that dog on a lead!"
Why would you put no? Let the dog run free. It's
No,
fine.
put you on a lead.
Yeah, exactly. Put your trap on a lead. You gotta be. Yeah, I was gonna say something that I can't say on a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think that
Yeah.
man needs to sort his life out. To be honest, he's the disappointment. Don't put the dog on a lead when you're in a big wide open space. There's no traffic. You normally walk in early in the morning, don't you? Not the man, the dog. You
No, I
normally.
walk like about like 10 a.m. or something. Like it's
Yeah,
not really early,
there's
but like
not.
it's early enough. Like
Yeah,
there's
there's
not a
not
lot of
loads of
people at this
people
time of
there.
the year anyway, because like all the kids are back in school and everything. So like there's
Yeah.
very few people. There's a couple of like sea swimmers and stuff. Or like there's a beach, and it's about maybe 50 feet wide from the shore to the promenade. Then the
That's a good
promenade's
distance.
about then the promenade's about 25 feet wide, and there's a grass area of about another 50 feet between the promenade and the roadway. So it's like a vastly wide space, and then it's
Anyone
like
with
about a mile and a
dyscalculus,
half
I'm
long.
sorry.
Yeah, it's about a mile and a half long. They
Okay,
can they can play it back slowly, like if they want.
yeah, just trying to. Someone will do the maths on it. Hang on.
Yeah,
I've been there, and it's exactly 19.3 feet actually.
yeah,
No, this man needs to sort his life out because there's a beach.
yes,
Dogs enjoy the beach. Let them run around. Dogs are descendants from wolves. We
yep.
domesticated them and mutated them essentially into what they
Yeah,
are
they grew
now.
eyebrows.
Yeah.
They
Three
did.
little eyebrows on them, and
It's a true story.
yeah,
Dogs have, do you know the muscles that control your eyebrows? Not the actual hair on your eyebrows, but the actual muscles, like the piece under your eyebrows. You know the way you can raise
mm.
your eyebrows? Wild dogs don't have eyebrows. Like wolves don't have eyebrows, but
Wolves do
domesticated
have
dogs do.
eyebrows.
They don't.
Wolves do have eyebrows.
They don't. I swear to God.
Well, I'm
They've
not
got big,
sure. I'm
starey
not sure
eyes.
they're classed as eyebrows anywhere.
No, it's, like the muscle joints of your brow that like raises and lowers, like when you raise your eyebrows.
Yeah.
There's muscles involved in that. Wild
Mm.
dogs don't have them muscles, but domesticated dogs do. And it developed over time. Apparently, some guy named Darwin with like evolution and stuff, whatever that is.
Can you do me a
He,
favour?
what?
Google African wild dogs
No, I'm talking about. Look, why am I googling African wild dogs?
because they've got eyebrows. It's a big thing that they've got eyebrows.
African wild dogs. They don't even look like they've got eyebrows.
Okay, Google African wild dogs eyebrows. Let your Google search history just really confuse Google. It's actually started my Gemini assistant now. Just yeah, do that. Google African wild dogs eyebrows.
Yeah, the same reason why domestic dogs. It even says it there. It does the puppy dog's eyes similar to domestic dogs.
Do
That's that's why
do
domestic.
African wild dogs have eyebrows?
Yeah, I'm talking in general. There's obviously exceptions to the rule.
So they do have eyebrows.
The African
So
wild
wild
dogs
dogs.
do.
So
Yeah.
wild dogs do have eyebrows then.
Look at wolves. Do wolves have eyebrows?
I don't think wolves do because they don't need them. I'm not sure about wolves
Do
though.
wild dogs
Opposed to fucking
have
domesticated wolves.
eyebrows? There was domesticated wolves in Game of Thrones.
We are now literally just googling if
Yep.
dogs have eyebrows. This is what this podcast has come to.
Yeah, they're the only wild dogs that have.
No, it's been shaped due to domestication, but wild dogs do have eyebrows. It's just
It's specific.
it's only wolves that don't have eyebrows.
It's specifically so as they can make the facial expressions to beg, basically.
So basically, dogs that need eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. What are you doing to your headset?
What am I doing to my headset? Oh, it's the collar on this jumper. It keeps on knocking off the microphone. I need to move. I just moved my microphone up a bit. It should be
Yeah,
fine now.
I'm gonna have fun with the edit on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we didn't. initially they were wolves, and what actually happened initially was when we were
All
hunter
dogs
gatherers.
descended from wolves, basically,
Yes, they did.
is
But
my point.
what initially happened before they were domesticated was there was wolves, and then there was the hunter gatherer people. We used to
Yeah.
have fire outside and hunt and stuff outside in the caves and whatever.
Yeah.
We would leave scraps of meat outside the
Outside
caves,
in the
and then
caves.
what?
No, go on, carry on.
We would leave scraps of meat outside the caves and outside the fires and stuff like that, and the wolves would come along and eat it. And the wolves over time learned that if they kill the humans, they don't get as much meat because they can't eat the scraps from the whatever the hunter gatherers have decided to get. So that's where
Yeah.
the phrase man's best friend comes from, because the wolves then started protecting the human so the human could go out and hunt and gather, and then the dogs would eat it. And then it was over time that it became domesticated, but a long, long, long time down the line. Initially, they just started to become
Yeah, like
lazier and lazier, so you
last
just ended up with
Tuesday,
like these
I think
fat
it was.
wolves,
Yeah, last Tuesday, I think it was.
like dire wolves. Actually, they used to be absolutely huge, didn't they? And then they
Well,
descended
that's
as well.
that. They were the ones in Game of Thrones, weren't they?
Yes,
They
and
were dire wolves, and they were like up to the people's shoulders. Like,
yeah,
I think that was an accurate depiction of what they used to be like.
they used to be absolutely huge. Dire
Yeah.
wolves. They were massive. You wouldn't want to stand in a dog's herd that's got from a dire wolf. Like if
No, I
you
think
stood in
like
that, you'd know
they were.
about it.
I think they were like similar sizes to like lions and tigers and stuff. Like they were a
Just gonna
big dog version.
Dire wolves were roughly the size of a large modern grey wolf, standing around 3 foot tall at the shoulder, but weighed more, averaging 150, 130 to 150 pounds. They also had more muscle, so it's sort of
Yeah.
like the abdomen of the human, or
They
just
were like
above the pelvis area.
half the height of me.
Well, yeah, because I suppose it depends what human you're comparing it to, but they're about three
Yeah.
foot.
That's a
So
big dog.
that is a big dog. Like, I've got a Jack Russell and she's tiny.
Yeah. It'd be
She
the
would
same
still,
size basically as like a Great Dane, but just much bulkier.
yeah, she'd still have a go at one of these. I'm telling you, she saw
Yeah.
one of these in the wild. She'd be going, yeah, come on, bring it, bring. She's
Oh, yeah,
like the mouthy mount.
my dog goes for large dogs all the time. It's like, well,
Yeah,
you just pick your battles, man. You're like,
yeah.
you're
Sometimes you just gotta
you're
back
you're
off. Okay.
you're 14 kilos. Cop on.
Well, as you know, we live next to a reservoir and a massive national park, and we've got loads of deer that walk up and down the road here, and they're all in the park and stuff. You go over,
Yeah.
you'll always see deer every time you go for a walk over there. And she starts barking at them, and I look at her, and I just, for some reason, I talk to her like a human because that's something I do.
Well,
I
that's
look at
what
her, and
most dog owners do.
yeah, I think it's just a thing. Like if you have a dog and you don't talk to it like a human, you're not a human being. That's
And
not.
sometimes you talk
You're
to
a
it like a
monster.
toddler. You're like, who's a
Yeah,
good little boy?
that's what you've heard me with Ray when she comes in. But I just
Yeah.
look at her and I'll say that deer could take me and you. Can you not get us both in the shit here? Like if you want to do it when you're not with me. Don't drag
Pick your
me down with
battles.
you. I ain't protecting you from that thing. I'm out of here. I'm gone. I should have stopped barking at her. You just go, what you doing? She's learnt now. Like she doesn't bark at them now. She just ignores them. Now that I've made up a little story with her that she hires them as bodyguards and that's her turf, and anyone comes on, the deers will have them, and she pays them monthly from her little drug business that she's got going on in the background. I've got a very active imagination.
My sister used to have a little terrier.
That's
It was
what.
like
Yeah,
maybe an English terrier or something. I don't know. I
yeah.
can't remember what type of terrier it was. It was some little. It wasn't like a Jack Russell or anything like that. It was like
Was it a
proper
dickhead?
little.
If so, it's probably an English
Yeah,
Terrier.
little fucker. Yeah. But he used to see, like, she'd be driving along in the car, and the dog would be in the boot of the car. She used to have like a people carrier, so the boot was open like for the dog, and like the dog would have his two paws up on the side window, and I'd be looking out, and I would see like about 4 fields across the way. I would see a little speck, a dot of a sheep, and I would be like,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
Ready to go.
what the hell are you doing?
But don't forget, terriers are bred to hunt rodents and things as well. So
Yeah,
that's literally their only job, really. Like our dog, her only job is to basically piss me off. That is
yeah,
her job. That's you, like the cats. They've got all of this stuff downstairs. They've got toys everywhere. They've got a cat tree that's absolutely huge. they've got the entire living room to walk around, and they always walk in front of the TV right at a
Yep.
crucial moment of something you're watching.
Well,
So
we all know the cats are assholes.
oh yeah, they do it on purpose. And I read the subtitles, so they always go in the middle of the TV and just cover the subtitles. Like being deaf, I have to use the subtitles. And was watching Alice in Borderland, which I can't lip read that. So then one of our
Yeah.
cats just sat right in front of the subtitles and was just like that. Yeah, great. Thanks for
You should
that.
get a BB gun.
Yeah. Anyway, so I guess the thing that annoys you is dickheads that shout at dogs.
Yeah.
Don't know. I'm going to title that on a short. Yeah, I know. I agree with you. If you don't shout at dogs, it's just going to react to you. If
I
you
don't
start
know. Are they
shouting at a
like
dog, it will react. Like
the opposite of a dog whisperer or a dog shouter?
it could be,
Yeah.
a dog baller.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it could be. Maybe that's
You're a
the
crazy
thing.
man.
Yeah, nut job in the park. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Right. Moving on.
He also spends his time like shouting along the main street that Jesus is coming.
Yeah. That's what he does.
And repent and all that. Like he's
He,
going
he's
around
the
with a cardboard sign saying repent on it.
he's the one that. Okay, you could stand up.
Why did I just stand up?
I don't know. Sit back down. For anyone watching this on the video, which doesn't always work, for some reason Spotify won't accept the works. Walker's just stood up for no apparent
Oh,
reason.
I didn't even have my controller. It was on the table.
Maybe you wanted to stand up. But what I was going to say is that the nut job's the type of person that sits on it. He screams at kids to get off his front garden, even though he lives in a flat. That's the type of guy he is. But yeah. Anyway, moving on from there because we've spent quite a long time on your one, so I'll have to pick a different one. It's going to be a quick one because I'm just having a look down the.
Well, we didn't have to. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Show your beans. Don't worry
I said
about
I'm
it.
sorry.
I'm just looking for a smaller one. I'll tell you what's annoyed me. The reason why we don't live stream on TikTok because they keep muting our videos.
Yeah, why do you mute our videos, TikTok?
Yeah, we want answers. Do you know they don't even have a support?
Do they not?
They actually do not have a support. So who the hell are you appealing it to when you press appeal? Is the Terminator muting our videos?
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's just an AI. But yeah, there's no way to contact support on TikTok. It's a
not
really
even
big problem.
It's not even an AI. It's just some guy who's sitting there. Look, he's like the administrator of TikTok.
That would be a
and
human
he just has
to contact.
No, you can't contact him. He's in that white room. Do you remember in the Matrix that had all the screens? And he was looking at all the thing. The architect guy. He's like that. And he's just got a keyboard and he's just looking at all the screens and he just sees one there and he just goes mute.
just randomly mute. Control M. Yeah, they keep muting our video, and they also, when we live stream this, it comes through. This is unoriginal content. How do you have original content on GTA 5?
Yeah.
This game has been out since what, 2011?
I think everything's been seen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know. Some of our shorts, I don't think they've been seen before. I was just walking around in our pants with a smiley face tattooed to our chest.
Yeah.
I don't think that's been seen before.
Nope.
Yeah, that's what annoys me. They're muting our videos because when you do that, it messes with the algorithm as well.
Yeah, and you can't mess with the algorithm.
Oh no, they're sneaky about it too. They give you the option to add one of their soundtracks to your video.
Yeah,
but the way we do it, we've got speech in it, which means it mutes all the speech and everything. So that just really, really annoys me. They're sneaky. If anyone ever advertises on TikTok, the thing that annoys me is generally TikTok. If anyone ever advertises on TikTok, anything like that, anyone's got a business account, they'll say advertise now for £20 or €20 or $20 and whatever.
Yeah.
And you click it, and then it costs you $35 or €35 and stuff like that. Because
and then when you do actually advertise, it just gives you a stack of views that's just from like bots that they have.
It is bots. We have a lot of bots on our friends list on TikTok.
It's ridiculous.
It really is because you end up paying for that. But the way it works is you've got TikTok coins, which is basically communism. But yeah, it's got TikTok coins, and y- you can't just pay £20 for the advert. You have to buy TikTok coins first, and then you do the advert using your TikTok coins. So they'll say
Yeah.
20 quid or whatever, and then they'll put, well, it costs this much to do the advert, and you go, hang on a minute, you've just told me you're telling pookies. It's a
Yeah,
bit
it's like
like,
games that have in-game currency, and you have to buy the in-game currency to buy the stuff in their in-game
yeah,
store.
yeah, yeah,
And like, say something costs like 1,000 of their money,
yeah.
but the only thing that you can buy, the only way that you can
2,000
buy
in-game
the
currency.
denomination is
Yeah,
2,000. So like, yeah,
I know exactly. Yeah, so that's what's been annoying me this week. The current. Also, this week we are doing something slightly different. So instead of having the next segment, which I've actually forgotten already what it is, instead of having the myth or truth, I don't know if you've looked up myth or truth, Booker. So I
no,
apologise if you
I
have.
thought your lovely wife was going to do it this week because like, she didn't have time last week, and like, obviously she lost interest in
No,
the whole
she
concept
is
of
going to do it, but yeah, she's been at work
it.
since like half
we'll
seven.
we'll
Um,
we'll let her settle into her new job first.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'll tell you about that later. And we're not going to do, well, we might do stupid laws, but this week, because of everything going on globally in the world and stuff, we thought we'd do a little special on all the things or random things that Donald Trump has done lately,
Yep.
because he's just done so much
Oh,
stupid stuff over
it's
the last
comedy
10
gold.
years. But
It's
he's
like
done,
I'm looking forward to getting up and looking at the news in the mornings just to see what he's done overnight.
it's like playing the lottery of stupidity. It's, I was saying to
Oh
you,
no, it's not with
the other
him. You're
night,
guaranteed a winner.
oh, that, yeah, you are guaranteed a winner, Donald Trump.
Yep.
He's always going to be the winner. I was saying to you last night, Donald Trump is the product. We don't normally go political, by the way, but he's so out there. We always ended up going back to stuff like him, and me and Sport could talk about him quite a lot because it's just, um, he's the product of a child that when I was a kid, and I was at school, and I wanted a hole in my hair because I thought it'd look cool. So I hole punched it thinking it'd create a hole, and it fell out. The whole thing, it just cut my hair basically. That kind of stupidity as a kid. I was only like 11, 10, 11. But yes, it's that kind of
I was only
stupidity. And
19.
I was only 30, and yeah, everyone ridiculed me for it. Like everyone laughed and said that's just stupid because it is really stupid. Just one of those thoughts that just happens in a spur of the moment. Is really, really stupid. But then now you've got parents that look at their children that come up with a really stupid idea, and the parents go, "That's a great idea. That is. That's amazing. You should do." That's what Donald Trump's the product of. Parents that never laughed at him because of a stupid idea. So he never learned what a stupid idea was. So I sent you a video, didn't I? And like my best example that it happened quite a few years ago. I think about 7 years ago now when he first come into presidency, and this sort of told you the what you're in for with Donald Trump when someone told him there was a such thing as invisible planes. He didn't grasp the concept that they're invisible on radar and you can still physically see them. He actually thought they were invisible planes. And he was saying how the F-35s are unmatched in. By the way, America doesn't use F-35 fighter jets. They use F-32s and different types of that sort of fighter jet. The F-35 is a European combination. So we use them over in England and stuff like that. America didn't really use F-35s, but let's not talk about that. He thought that they were invisible. He thought Wonder Woman was piloting them.
Yep.
Like it's just you can't really get much more
But
stupid than Donald
it
Trump.
was over like 3 interviews that he done. Like the
Yeah,
first one, it was like, oh yeah,
yeah,
we've got these F-35s, they're invisible, and it was like, okay, so he's just talking about like they're invisible to radar. That's fine. That's what he meant. And then it's like the second one, he mentioned it again, and it's like, yeah, they're invisible. They're these are amazing planes. They're invisible, and it's like that's fine. He's just talking about it. And then he was talking like at the thing where they were like actually doing the demonstration of these planes at like I think it was Lockheed Martin or something make them or something, and it's like Yeah, these planes, they're literally invisible. Where
Yeah.
the enemies that are fighting them literally cannot see them. And I was like, what?
Everyone's just looking around
My
the room going,
God. Yeah. It was like,
I need to sell this guy some new clothes. I
yeah.
need. It's so stupid. Like, you can't have an invisible fighter jet. It's not. We don't have that technology. But
Yeah.
he seems to think that they're invisible and that no one's going to be able to see
Yeah,
them.
but sure. You know, that's
Can,
what he thinks.
can you imagine invisible red arrows? There'd be a
Yeah,
lot more
did you
explosions
hear
in the
him?
sky.
He went on a little rant about paper as well in the White House.
About what?
Paper.
Paper. Go on, explain.
Yeah, so basically when you become like a commissioned officer in the army, in the
Mm.
military, like you're becoming like a general or something, you get your commission from the
Yeah,
president. So it's
yeah,
just like it's a nice like presentation thing that you usually frame and you put at your desk or whatever. It's like a degree type thing. And
yeah.
it's like, yeah, the paper we're using to give these guys who've dedicated their whole lives to being in the military. We're just giving it like this crappy paper. Like the guy in the mail room, he uses this paper. And it's like I said, no, we're using the good quality paper with the
What?
real gold on it. I was like, what? With the real gold?
Gold, isn't it a certificate of commemoration, sort of like well done? It's a
Yeah, but
certificate and a medal that they
I
get, isn't it?
I think he thought that they were using like photocopying paper for this thing. They usually use like it's not even usually paper. It's usually printed on vellum.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a
like
special polymer,
it's
isn't it, that they
very
use? And
special. Yeah,
yeah,
it's like yeah, and it's like really really high quality. It's not really paper as such.
yeah. Like you couldn't
And
do
he's
an
like,
essay on
oh
it.
Jesus,
You couldn't
no,
write your auntie a letter. That's
you wouldn't just take a few notes like.
yeah.
Like you're not going to school like taking notes with this stuff. Like it's
Testing your new
expensive.
biro on the back of it.
Yeah, like just
Come on, go
scribble
to
on it,
work.
like or bringing it into the stationery shop, just trying out all the pens on it. Like you're not going to be doing that.
Jesus, I could just imagine him going, where's the paper to give to someone get some A4
The
out the
paper
printer. Come on.
with the real gold on it. That's
Oh
what you
yeah,
want it
yeah,
with the
the
real
real.
gold.
Well,
It's
you
not
might
just like
have real gold on your paper because you're Irish.
no, we don't squander our gold in such frivolous fashions. We keep our gold
Oh
to
yeah,
ourselves.
you're like
We don't give it
Smaug.
away.
You're like Smaug from The Hobbit,
Yeah.
aren't you? You just sleep on it and bang. How I just sometimes this man baffles me, and there was the whole thing with the wall, wasn't there? That we're
With the
gonna
witch?
that they're gonna build a wall and make Mexico pay for it, and then you pointed out about how they painted the one side of it black.
Yeah, the one side that's in the shade all day.
The one side that doesn't get hot, they
Yeah,
painted black to stop people climbing over it.
they painted the American side hot or black so that heats up that the Americans can't get over and escape to Mexico.
No, no, no. I'm going with they painted it hot. That's yeah, that's
Yeah,
good. That is actually.
that's just clip it there.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't get because he made it so he said no one could climb it, and then a child climbed it.
Yeah,
Right? He
it's only
just
about like 6 foot high. It's not a tall wall
no. It was 17 foot, wasn't
on one side, but they built it on the side of a hill, so it's only about 3 foot tall on the Mexican side.
it? Why is there a slope at the top?
Yeah, they built it on a hill.
But-
It would not surprise me.
And there was I did look up the Italian video where it said about the Romans, but that was actually fake one. That one actually was fake. I looked at that. What he actually said was they've got roots back in history and stuff like that.
But they don't.
Well, because as you know, like I live in England and stuff like that. I'm English
Yeah.
essentially, and the one thing he said with about England and stuff, these people that because obviously he's the president of Europe. Everyone says so. He
Everyone. It's
when
not
he
just
said
him saying it. Other people are saying it too.
one thing I did think was quite funny that he actually said, and it wasn't him being stupid. I think it was him just saying a joke that somebody had clearly written for him. He won't deport Prince Harry because he's got enough problems with Meghan. I liked that. That was quite funny.
Yeah.
Oh, he referred himself. He referred to himself as the king there once as well, didn't he?
Oh, that was in his first term, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just after he met the Queen, like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He actually said, "Long live the king," referring to himself.
Yeah. Do you remember, or he actually had a thing after his visit there to the UK there a couple of weeks ago. He was
Oh, I
having a
know.
press conference, and it's like he was talking about Windsor Castle, and he was like, I asked the king what age this place is, and he said it was built in 990.
Yeah.
990. I mean, the White House, that was built in the 1890s, but 990. I didn't even think numbers could go back that far. I was like, what?
Yeah. We start
Yeah.
counting from 10 at school, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, today class, we're
Yeah.
going to do 10, 11. No, Don, you're just doubling the
Well, you
numbers
see,
there. No.
what happened was, the humans were invented, and then in like 1889, they built the White House in 1890, and then America started.
Yeah.
And before that, there was dinosaurs.
1786 was America, 1756, something like that.
Yeah, but
1700s wasn't American.
before that, it was dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah, we there was no Jesus or anything. We skipped all that.
There was nothing. There was
Yeah.
nothing before America. Just dinosaurs.
Yeah, there was definitely no like native Indians in America or anything
No,
like that.
no
No, of course not.
Europeans, no Vikings, no ancient Romans, no ancient
No.
Egyptians.
I'm just looking at when America was actually founded because I want to fact check it because if we're going to say it on a podcast, because I know.
Alexander the Great was a deep fake that was done by AI.
Oh yeah. 4th of July, 1776 is when they gained their independence from Great Britain. But yeah, there you go then, 1776. But no,
Well, you
nothing
see,
before that.
I have an issue with that as well. They gained their independence from Great Britain, but weren't all the people from the Great Britain, so they just gained independence from themselves,
Yes.
really.
Yeah.
Because if they had gained their independence, it would have been the Native Americans that kicked the English out.
Well, yeah, it would have been, but
Yeah.
you are right in a sense there. Christopher Columbus didn't discover America in the 1400s, I think it was, like 1446 or something like that, 1445. He never actually set foot on America.
No, he was on a little island, wasn't
He was in the Bahamas somewhere, and he
he?
just
Yeah, it
looked
was on
over
some
and saw
island.
America, and like never actually set foot on America.
No.
That was just it's a myth that just got created. But what actually happened is because he was nearby, the boats that went to him then actually discovered America, and he just said, "Yeah, it was me," because they were coming to me, so it
Yeah.
must be me. Um,
Well, he
he was,
discovered it because he's seen it first.
yeah, obviously. Forget the
Yeah.
native Indians that were already living on there. And then we sort of colonized it, and
Yeah.
then for 300 odd years, people lived there, and they had children, and they had generations and generations. So 300 years later, there's whole small towns and whatever. And
Well, in
because
fairness, it wasn't just the English. It was like the Dutch and the French and all that.
yeah, there was different
And
settlements
the
around the
Spanish.
country. Well, this is why we gave them independence in the first place, because Britain was at war with France and Spain at the time, and we just couldn't be asked to. We saw that they were going to mess the entire country up, and just said, you know what, have it your way. You have it. We can't be bothered to deal with you now because they were already burning witches at the stake. They
Yeah.
were,
Well, the French basically just got Canada.
uh, mm, yeah, I suppose you got French Canada.
Like
Yeah,
the
but
French part, like that was where the French colonizers were
yeah.
basically all
Uh,
went.
Quebec,
And then
Quebec and stuff
the,
like
yeah, and then
that.
the Dutch were sort of down a bit further where like New York and stuff is.
The Dutch were allied with the French, and the French gave the Dutch the part because that's why the English invaded the Netherlands years and years and years ago because the Netherlands was part of the French Empire. But
Well, the
I'm getting history buff here.
New York was originally called New Amsterdam
Yes, because of them.
because it was colonized by the Dutch.
Yeah. But that originally was French, and yeah, that's what I think. That's right.
Yeah.
Don't hold me to that one. But he's yeah. The one thing talking of Canada, actually, that's another really stupid thing he said when he became president shortly afterwards in 2017, 2018, something like that. He signed a trade deal with Canada. That was his
Yeah.
trade deal that he come up with.
Uh-huh.
Now, lately, Canada's annoyed because Donald Trump has started going against this trade deal that he basically signed, and he asked in a public interview. He said this is a terrible. At the time, he said this is the best deal they could possibly have.
Yeah.
Like no one can suffer from this. It's really really good. And now he said, who made this deal? This is an awful deal. This deal is absolutely terrible. And you're looking, going, you, you're the
Yep.
one who
You're the one who done it.
you
But
think,
then he'll just go, no, it was Obama.
no, just this is you. This is your fault. This is your deal that you're saying. He just called himself his own idiot.
Is he still trying to take over Greenland?
I don't know anymore. I don't know whether they've just told him to jog on.
Yeah. It's
Was it,
it's weird. It just went out on the news.
is
It's
that the
just
one where
something that came into my head.
the bully went to? Vance, whatever his name
Vance,
is.
oh, such a dick.
Mm.
He even looks like a dick.
Was that Greenland that he went to, and they just put him in like some remote town in the top of the country where no one lives?
Yeah, I really like the way the English people treated him when he went there on holidays.
Didn't we just tell him to bugger off?
Oh, you went into a pub one night to get his dinner and they just told him
Yeah.
to jog on.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Nope.
Just standing in the middle of like the Cotswolds or something, just go, where am I going to eat my dinner now?
Oh, you're not coming in here. But we remember what we did to Donald Trump though, which that guy that did that on the side of Windsor Castle was it?
Oh yeah,
I think I'm sure it was Windsor Castle.
Windsor Castle. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
when he was in Windsor Castle.
Yeah. What a legend.
Yeah.
What an absolute legend.
But they
He
kind of
got
let that
arrested and
run
charged
for
that.
quite a long time.
Say that again, sorry.
They left it running for quite a long time.
Oh
Before
yeah,
they
they couldn't
arrested
find
him.
the projector, could they?
like the whole video package went on a full run through before they go, actually, you're arrested now.
Well, they couldn't
I
find
think the charges
projector,
were dropped
apparently.
against that guy.
Have they been dropped now? I haven't heard anything else about it.
Yeah, I think I heard something briefly about it like last week or something, that like they pressed charges for like public order offences or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they just dropped them then.
Because even the judge went, well, he ain't wrong.
well, you know.
You know, go
Can't really say you were wrong there.
Good, you can do one more stupid thing from Donald Trump and then we'll move on.
Oh
There's
man,
so
only
many.
one.
I know, there is. He's just. The guy's just
Well, we
a
had the
walking
paper.
sassy, man.
We had the fighter jets. Jeez.
We try,
I don't know,
basically,
can you-
we've got a list of stupid stuff that Donald Trump has said that we were talking about it the other day, and we made a little list.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to go through them.
We really should have written that list down.
I've got it in front of me.
Do you?
Yeah.
You could have sent it to me, you ass.
No.
No, they're my points.
So there was the hepatitis B.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a good one. Basically Donald Trump recently, it's very recent, he's come out and basically, well, you know what, you explain it, Sporker, because I think you're better at the storytelling than me.
So basically what happened was Donald Trump was at an interview. He was doing a thing about hepatitis B vaccinations, and he was saying there was no point in giving babies the hepatitis B vaccinations because, and I quote, babies can't get STIs.
Well, it wasn't just they can.
Fair enough. Babies
they
can't get STIs.
They can
That's
get
fine.
STIs, but
But not true what you'd consider to be an STI if you
not
get me.
what you'd consider to be ethical.
Not true sexual contact. Like they
but
wouldn't be. It would be very, very rare.
No, they can, but it's just you'd have to be a very
Yeah.
immoral, horrible, horrific person.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I mean. I'm taking the good in people that babies
Yeah.
can't get STIs.
Yeah.
But then he went on to say you should wait until they're about 12.
Well, just to clarify, what he's actually said is babies can't get hepatitis B. So
Yeah.
stop giving them hepatitis B. We should wait until they're 12. Didn't mention the vaccine on the interview.
No,
He just said hepatitis
he left out the
B.
vaccine bit.
He just left that, which is quite crucial information. So stop
Yeah.
giving babies hepatitis B. Wait till they're 12. So many questions got brought up. Why are you giving 12-year-olds what?
Yeah, because he said that hepatitis B was only sexually transmitted.
Which
So
it's
you
not,
should
by the
wait
way.
unt-
It can be passed
So
through mother
You need to
child.
wait until the child is 12.
Yeah.
If by some miracle it was only sexually transmitted, why would you be giving it to 12-year-olds?
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
What?
that's just a bit, nah, you know?
Hang on a minute. I think you'll remember that thing that was projected on the side of Windsor Castle.
Yeah, maybe they were right.
Mm,
um,
why are you giving 12-year-olds? Yeah. Anyway.
and then there's the whole paracetamol debacle.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I am autistic. I got diagnosed from a. I'm not even going to say young age. It took until I was like 20 before they diagnosed me, with Asperger's syndrome when that was still a thing. It's no longer a thing, but
Asperger's.
it's just part of. I heard that. Hey, I got Asperger's. I got Asperger's. Yeah, now it's just part of ASD. They've decided that it's not a thing. But Asperger's was actually developed in the 18. Well, it wasn't developed. It was discovered in the
Yes, we
1800s.
developed a thing to hold some of humanity back.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It was it was discovered in the 1800s where a man named Ashford, he discovered this group of children that were socially abnormal to the rest of society, and he investigated it and discovered that there was something not quite right, a development disorder or something like that. So that's where the phrase or the name Asperger's syndrome comes from.
Yeah.
This was in the 1800s. When was Tylenol created again? Was it
1955, Lance.
1956, something like that?
1955, I think it was. Yeah. It was
Hmm.
definitely the 1950s, anyway.
Yeah, yeah, about 100 years after
Yeah. Hmm.
Asperger's was a thing. But yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but
paracetamol causes
people
autism. Remember?
people were taking natural paracetamol before that.
Oh yeah, we've been taking it for thousands of years.
Hmm.
Like we really have. It's in there's certain plants that you can have that have
Yeah.
opioid properties. They're a painkiller and stuff like that. But considering how many nights out my wife has been on, she'd definitely be autistic now. So she'd be way further gone than me. Could I just point out as well, I never had paracetamol as a child.
No, it wasn't you that had
Oh, it
paracetamol
was
that
my
gave you the
mother
autism. It was your mother that took like handfuls of paracetamol while she was
chugging it
pregnant with you.
down.
Yeah, handfuls of them, eaten by the bottle.
Oh yeah, she was just there. Like, give me more. She looked like Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. My
My
precious.
paracetamol. No, the paracetamol is mine. No, but we cannot use all the paracetamol. We'll give your child autism. For some reason, I've gone into an accent with Gollum now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such rubbish. Paracetamol. There is no scientific evidence to support that it gives anybody autism. It's
No, but RFK Jr. said it, so it must be true.
that's yeah. Well, that's mm, it's a bit like when you're at school and they say, "Oh, you shouldn't have that vaccine because it's going to cause autism in your children."
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there going, "That's fine. I've already got it. Not a problem for
Yeah.
me."
Oh, and on the subject of vaccines, do you know the measles, mumps, and rubella,
Yeah, yeah.
like the
MMR.
MMR vaccine? He said that they should be all taken separately.
What?
Yeah, yeah. He said there's no need to take it all together. They should be
But
given separately.
it's
They should be the measles one, the mumps one, and the measles and the mum. You know, the three of them. He didn't
yeah,
even
yeah.
know what rubella was. Like he didn't even bother like looking to see what the fucking initials stood for.
Let's triple the amount of vaccines we're giving them.
Yeah, let's not even triple the amount of vaccines. That's fine. It's triple the amount of fucking needles that we're sticking into our
Yeah,
kids'
yeah.
arms.
Let's just stab them an extra 3 times. They're gonna love that. Do you remember at school when you had your in England? I don't know if I'm pretty sure this would be a thing in Ireland. When someone would have the TB and they said, "Whatever you do, don't hit it," and everyone just went outside and started giving each other dead arms.
Yeah.
Did you do that at school for TB? You know the one that
Uh,
leaves the scar.
yes, yes.
It was
But
these big.
I'm from a generation of kids that used to get a sugar lump after it.
Oh, I didn't get a sugar lump because I was
No,
diabetic.
we got a sugar lump because that was just a thing you gave kids back then. It's just fucking raw sugar.
There you go.
Here
Go
you go.
bounce around the playground for a
Have
bit.
some sugar.
But then we just went outside and started whacking each other. We'd get the bats out and all sorts. Pretty sure one kid got stabbed that day. Anyway, just going for it in the arm. And yeah, we had metal detectors on the gate and all sorts. But anyway, yeah. So that's going to conclude our little. We like I say, there are so many different things. Again, viewers, listeners, get in touch. Tell us your stories. Tell us. things
Yeah.
that you just think is absolutely ridiculous from this man who
Yeah.
is essentially the leader of the free world, the president of Europe, and you know, if this three-eye atlas is actually aliens, and they come down and say, "Oh, take us to your leader," don't take them to Donald Trump.
No, don't. Go with
Like,
like a European leader or something.
take him to a scientist, an actual respectable, like take him to Brian Cox or Neil deGrasse Tyson. Don't take him to Donald Trump. Let's not,
No.
because I'm not going to say all Americans are stupid like that, because, like I say, you
Yeah.
have people like Neil deGrasse Tyson, who is a very, very intelligent man, and there is people coming from America that are incredibly intelligent.
Yeah, but then there is always exceptions to the rule. So.
Yeah, there's he's if he'd had gone to an English school, I don't think he would have been allowed in the normal class. he would have been
No.
he would have been held back a couple of years. Right, let's move on from there then. So I'm just going to get the schedule up. Would you like to do stupid laws or myths or truth?
Stupid laws because we did no research for Mincer Truth.
Right, stupid laws it is then. So I'm going to let you start because I know they're all going to be about America, and this is one time you
It's
can do it
because
because we've just said loads about Donald Trump.
yeah, there's
So
so many.
two
Okay,
laws. You're allowed two this week.
two. Okay. So, damn it, where's the one I was gonna say?
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
Kansas. In Kansas, it's illegal to hunt whales.
You said that one the other week.
Did I?
Yeah.
Shit, it must have been that good. I'm saying it
Well, yeah,
twice. It's
because
like New
Kansas is
York.
like the center of. Yeah.
Okay then. What about Massachusetts then? No gorilla is allowed in the back seat of any car.
Why would you put a gorilla in the back seat of your car?
I don't know, but it must have happened a few times that they had to make a law about it.
Who's walking around seeing? Is there even gorillas in America natively? I
No.
was going to say, I'm sure that. So someone's gone to the zoo or the stolen a gorilla, slapped it in the back seat of the car, and said, "Right, we're going on a night out."
Yeah,
How do you
yeah.
explain that one to the bouncers at the door? Well, why are you putting
I don't think you need to explain it. You've got a fucking gorilla with you.
the thing? Yeah, it's just like, come on in, lads. You know what? Yeah. Cool animal patrol when they're in. Um, that's why is that? Jesus, I'm just. Who thinks? Oh, there's a gorilla, right?
I don't know.
So, what about if a gorilla gained intelligence and then decided to get a taxi?
He'd
Would
have to
that
sit in
make
the
the
front
taxi
seat.
driver breaking the law?
He'd have to sit in the front seat. There's no law about them sitting in the front seat.
Oh yeah, yeah. So where he can kill the driver
Yeah.
because gorillas are significantly stronger than humans. Like, yeah, I wouldn't want to be. Right,
No.
okay. But what
Um.
one from me in
Well,
Connecticut.
just
Oh,
quickly speaking of primates and
go
the
on.
like. See, Jane Goodall died today or yesterday.
I do animal activist
The
and
the monkey
created.
lady.
Yeah, I liked her. She was on The Simpsons once.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, condolences to her friends and family and stuff. She's she did a lot for animal rights and yeah. Is that all you wanted to say?
Yeah, that was it.
Just put a dark tone on it, why don't you? You know.
Yeah. Okay. We have to
Yeah.
ground ourselves sometime.
Do you know who plays Mickey from Only Fools and Horses?
Hey, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. No, I don't.
Well,
Who?
he died.
What's his
He
name?
died today.
What was his name?
It's actually completely gone out of my head. So bear with me a second, because I sent it to Patrick Murray.
Okay, I don't know.
I sent it to the wife as well. Yeah, yeah, but he died today. He played the younger one that was like Rodney's friend, but he's always trying to con Rodney and stuff. And yeah, he died today as well. Anyway, yeah, moving on from there. In Connecticut, a pickle must bounce to be considered a real pickle.
Nice. I like bouncy pickles.
What? So if you've got a pickle and it doesn't bounce, what is it?
A cucumber?
A gherkin?
A gherkin's a pickle.
Well, I thought it's called a. I thought a pickle was basically a vinegar put in loads of a cucumber put in vinegar.
You see, it's not a cucumber. I don't know what the actual vegetable is. It could be a cucumber. I don't know.
I I'm gonna Google it. What veg? But it has to bounce for it to be.
You see, I think that the pickle, as they call it in America, is a gherkin.
Um, no, gherkins are something different. A
No, a
pickle is
gherkin
most
is a
commonly a cucumber, although it can also refer to other pickled vegetables such as carrots, onions, and cauliflower.
yeah, but I don't think they don't consider that in America. A pickle is an actual thing. Like,
A gherkin is a small cucumber, typically less than 5 inches long, specifically grown for harvesting or pickling.
yeah.
So
So
it's a
they
different
pickle
type of
they
cucumber.
yeah. So they pickle the gherkin, but they just call that a pickle.
Yeah, but no, because a big cucumber. What about 20 centimeter cucumber that's been pickled? That would also be
That's
a
not a
pickle.
gherkin. Yeah, I know, but the Americans don't call it that.
But
That's what I'm getting at.
well, they should. But either way, it has to bounce.
Yeah.
Why would you? Who stood there and said, "Oh, that's not a real pickle. Why not? Oh, because it didn't bounce." Like, who's throwing pickles off the floor? And what about
I
if
don't
it's
know.
because it doesn't have to be a cucumber? You try and getting a pickle cauliflower to bounce.
Well, maybe it's done in the factory. It's
Just
not
throwing the fact
you
it's
have to
bouncing
test the
pickles off the
fucking
floor.
thing. Yeah, they do quality control. Like every jar of pickles that comes out, you have to bounce one off the floor to see it's it's
Boing.
quality control.
They're just a geezer on a conveyor belt just bouncing them off the floor. Going, yep, yep, nope, yep. Right, go on. One more law and then we'll end the live stream now.
Okay, in Memphis, Tennessee, it is illegal for a woman to drive a car unless there is a man either running or walking in front of it, waving a red flag to warn approaching motorists and pedestrians.
That's a good. Where's that?
Oh, that's brilliant! It's in Tennessee.
In Tennessee. Right.
Yeah, Memphis, Tennessee.
That's wow. That has to be probably the most sexist law we've heard from them, isn't
Yeah.
it?
I think that's one to tell to your wife too.
Oh, Jesus. I might call her up and just go, did you know that if I took you there, you have to
That's
wave a red
amazing.
flag?
Yeah. Now I
That's,
know that that used to be a thing in the UK back when motorized vehicles came out first.
I
That
don't
there
think we
you
ever had a law about red flags.
no, well it was a rule of the road. That because there was only like about fucking 3 cars like in London like I'm talking about when they came out first when they were called like horseless carriages. That because they were considered so dangerous, the only way that they were allowed to have them on the road was if somebody walked in front of your car with a red flag. It wasn't just women, like it was all people that had cars because usually it was only like the rich people that had like manservants and stuff.
I couldn't answer. I've genuinely never heard that. I
Yeah,
don't
no, I
know.
did hear that before.
Viewers and listeners, let us know if that's true or not, because I've never heard that one. So I couldn't say if it's wrong or right. Sporker seems to think it's true, and I've never had reason to doubt Sporker. But mm, I'm pretty sure I corrected you earlier, actually. But anyway, yeah. So just looking at my wee list in front of me.
Yeah, you get to do one more.
That's a good one. So I again, I want to know who's doing this and why is this happening in Alaska. It's
Oh,
illegal
we're
to
all the way
serve
back up the top of the
alcohol
page.
to a moose in Fairbanks.
Oh, fair
So
enough.
in a town called Fairbanks, it's illegal to serve alcohol for a moose. Pretty sure that's a given. Like, what moose has walked in and said, "I'll have a pint of bitter, please, mate. Give us a couple of tequilas, will you?" Just like three mooses just walking home, just stumbling all over the road. Like, oh, someone's been serving you alcohol. Better report that. Like, why is that a law? Who's
I don't
why?
have that in mind.
Do you not have the Alaska one?
I have Alaskan. I've got like Alaskan
Yeah,
laws, but I don't have
it,
that Alaskan
yeah,
law.
it's illegal to serve alcohol to a moose in Fairbanks. So that means at some point, some bar, a moose must have walked into a bar and gone, pint please. And then someone has actually served them.
in
Because it doesn't
fairness,
say it's illegal
maybe
to
it was.
give them alcohol. It says it's illegal to serve them alcohol. You can't be served something unless you've asked for something.
Yeah, unless like it wasn't that, like maybe mooses or moose eye. I don't know, whatever.
You can't be served for something. You can't be served something unless you've asked for something. Because then you're not being served, are you? Being given.
Yeah, so maybe they were always getting served the drinks and stuff, but like they had to call a halt to it because they were just like messy drunks. It's like,
Are
no,
we
we
just
can't serve
ignoring
that
the
anymore.
fact that mooses can't ask for things?
So says you.
Remember that one I sent you earlier, actually, with the Welshman and the dog. That little joke. Yeah, not going to repeat that one on a live podcast. I
No.
know that this does get sent out in Wales, actually, so people do. Yeah. Right. I think then we shall end it there. So this has been Talking on the Couch with a Donald Trump special segment. We're not going to be doing that every week,
No, it
although
won't
we
be every
probably
week.
could, and it would make a whole other podcast, I
Yeah.
think.
We could
So
just do the Trump hour.
the Trump, yeah, the Trump Hour podcast, or Donald Trump's. Anyway, yeah, we have been pressed back to continue. Thank you very much for watching. Please do hit that subscribe button, like it, share it, follow it,
Yeah.
join us on our other channels such as Discord, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, even though we don't like TikTok, YouTube, Blue Sky, and did I say Twitter?
Oh well, you did now.
I have, yeah. I'm just going to re-put the
It's not
channels
called
in the
Twitter
chat.
anymore. It's called X.
Is that what it's called now?
Yeah, it's the one that Muskie bought.
Oh yeah, but don't forget he's annoyed Trump, so he's on the list now. But yep. So remember to like and subscribe and do that. And if you're listening to this on Spotify, leave a little review for us. We don't mind.
Yeah, we'd
Like,
like it.
if it's a bad review, then just put a thumbs up
Keep it to
anyway.
yourself. Keep it to yourself.
No, just put a thumbs up anyway.
Yeah,
Just do
just
that.
pretend you liked it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just a massive favour. It's fine.
Yeah,
And then you don't have to listen to it again, do you? You don't have to carry on listening. Give us a thumbs up. Move on.
or
Job
even
solved.
drop us a comment on Discord. Tell us
Yeah,
what you liked and what you didn't like about the podcast.
yeah. Join us and do constructive feedback, constructive
Yeah,
criticism, I should say.
we're
As
open
long as
to
it's
criticism
constructive.
sometimes.
Don't do what I do and just message Spoker just randomly in the day and just put dick. No reason behind it, just dick.
Yep.
Anyway, what I wonder what happened that someone changed the name Richard to Dick. Like, how did that transgression? Anyway, yeah.
I don't
I've
know.
been Lonesism, and
I've been Sporka.
thank you very much, and goodbye.
Thanks everybody. Nighty night.